guys, Cam McClellan.
Al Lewison.
Welcome to today's Wealth WOD. We've gone through market area and we're into property. Last time we talked about the valuer's methodology behind valuations and why buying under the median house price is really important.
Cam's triangle here.
That's
Talk
right.
about that.
That's right. What do we got next?
Now, property is a really important aspect. We're so far into the process in terms of time you spend. 160 hours into it. We're going to spend some time on it because we want you to get it right. Now, the first one Cam talked about, buy below the median. The next one, which is equally as important, is make sure the property is low cost to hold. Massive mistake people make is they go and buy a property. They've got so much money coming out of their back pocket. They're not living their life. Every waking moment, they're earning money to pay the difference between the rent and the repayments. So there's lots of things at play here to help you pay for them. But the most important one is making the right decision up front, getting your tax benefits, and finding the right property that lets you grow your portfolio value.
So you've got to hold the most amount of asset for the least amount of money out of your back pocket. So I'll give you an example. Probably the best is Felicity and I, my wife and I, when we were first building our portfolio, we'd had a reasonable portfolio. So this is 15 years ago, I suppose, maybe more. We were moving down to Elwood, which is a beachside suburb, bayside suburb in Melbourne. Yeah, it's a ripper suburb.
Good spot.
All right, so we've got the Elwood story. All right, Elwood. Trying to think back, it's about 700k. We moved into one of four old Art Deco, 2-bedroom, call them apartments, could be townhouses, but basically a block of four. Really nice apartments, a few cracks in the walls and things like that, but we loved the apartment. It was fantastic. We stayed there, had a great year or so. But our discussion and the numbers we did were, do we buy this thing and then keep it as an investment property later on? What we came down to with these numbers, and these numbers just rang true. So we ended up renting this thing. Not buying it, we just rented it to live in. After it was going to become an investment property for us, we worked out it would have cost about $300 per week to hold.
So you collect the rent, on top of that you pay $300 per week.
Correct. So it's a fair amount of coin.
Absolutely.
The rationale and what Felicity was very clear on why we wanted to go a different route was what we did instead. We bought, they were, say 400k each, I think, rounding numbers up here. And we bought 3 of them. And they were $100 each a week, so they were actually pretty close. They actually would have been half of that now, but we'll say, we use the worst case example. It would probably cost to hold 3 of those type of properties now, which would be valued at about 650k in today's interest rate. You would be paying a bucket load less, but I want to do like for like back in the old days.
Like you like.
So it's about $100 a week to hold one of these properties. Bought 3 of them with a total value 1.2 million. So for the same money out of our back pocket, we were able to hold 3 properties worth nearly double what the Elwood property was worth.
And this is the stuff that people get really wrong, right? So it absolutely makes sense to us and it's bread and butter, but let's fast forward 10 years, Cam. Can I steal your thing?
Still away.
Property doubles every 10 years, 7 to 10. Let's use the worst case as Cam said. This one doubles 1.4, this one doubles 2.4.
So 10 years later on, I'm $1 million better off.
So Cam's made a decision
Felicity's better off.
Based on how much property he could hold for the same amount of money out of his pocket. Might not mean much at the time. Let's look at 10 years, let's look at 20 years, let's look at 30 years. It's an immense difference. It's an immense difference in what those properties cost, what your lifestyle looks like.
But it would have been a great story to say, hey, I own a 2-bedroom apartment in Elwood. Everyone would have gone, ooh.
Couches keep falling off the balcony at night.
That's fancy.
Got it to know good there sometimes.
Don't get emotional. We were young. We were having fun. All kids have done it. You've done it. I know you have.